So I've talked to the Characorder person, and I would like to look at this for a second. This is the new Master Forge, a keyboard built for you. Let's watch this, because I think this could be pretty interesting.
Introducing the world's most advanced keyboard and mouse replacement, here to create a new standard for the digital age. The Master Forge can do everything your keyboard can, and much more. Experience hyperfluency and access any possible input without your fingers ever breaking contact from the device. Instead of traditional 1D switches like a keyboard or typewriter, the Master Forge features 3D switches so you can react quicker, type faster, and accomplish more with less effort and less repetitive strain. It's not just a keyboard replacement, it's a keyboard revolution.
I love the idea of this, but it is a significant leap in just like basic human fluency that I think this would be really, really hard to do. I get it that being a stenographer, you're typing just way faster. And it's true, this is the most efficient input. It is. It's truly much, much better. Skate 3 would be wild, and yeah, but it's such a hard, I love the fact that they're trying to make fetch happen, and maybe fetch does need to happen. But still, this seems kind of crazy. Neuralink is faster. I'm skeptical of the Neuralink thing for quite some time, just because there's formatting, there's positioning, and I'm curious if that could actually happen. I'm sure Neuralink will happen eventually. I'm sure within 20 years it will happen, but that's still a long way off. And then you have to have the average person having Neuralink and all those things. Now, eventually, one could imagine that at some point in the distant future, this kind of stuff will happen. I'm sure it will. But right now, that's nowhere even close. In the distant future, it makes sense. Nah, too much to process. I don't think it's too much to process. I'm sure there will come a point in the distant future. Again, I'm assuming several breakthroughs have to happen. And maybe it's 20 years, maybe it's 50 years, maybe it's 100 years. Maybe maybe World War III will happen and we'll bomb ourselves before it ever even happens. But I don't bet on those kind of things, okay? It's the same reason why I don't bet on AIs or anything else, is that I don't bet on all these difficult problems to be solved super quick, because it seems really, really hard. But this, on the other hand, is like, hey, would you like to instantly improve how fast you type? And by instant, I mean a very arduous process of learning how to type on this keyboard. And then once you do learn how to type on this keyboard, you can then go like 400 words a minute. I mean, it does sound pretty exciting. Part of me would love to take a week off and do nothing but typing tests and just like vibrate my little hands on it. And then just get so fast. Oh my gosh. It'd be so sweet.
Forged in the heart of Texas, the Master Forge features an aerospace-grade aluminum exoskeleton cladded with Picatinny.
By the way, that's cool. I like that. The Kinesis Advantage, my personal favorite keyboard as of right now, has a nice steel base. Literally could kill people with it. And so I love keyboards that come equipped with the ability to also turn into a murder weapon. I think it's a requirement for a proper keyboard. I don't want a keyboard that when I swing it, all the pieces go flying off. You know what I mean? Like that's not what I want. I want a keyboard that's sturdy, that's going to actually be deadly. John Wick developer. Yeah, exactly.
Style dovetail railings for next level customization.
It's beautiful.
Quality unprecedented.
Very beautiful keyboard,
category.
by the way.
Wield the Master Forge as a true extension of yourself with any number of electromechanical bolt-ons.
That plugin looks horrifically inconvenient to get to. I assume the bottom must be hollowed out so I could get my finger in there, because I got small hands, but man, that looks like I don't want to go digging in there. Okay, I don't want to go digging in there to try to figure out how to get this USB out. Does not sound fun. Let's see, how can you even hit 400 words a minute? That's multiple words per second. Are people actually thinking at that speed? I think generally people can think up to the speed of 800 words per minute. How fast in words per minute can human think? We think in 1,000 to 3,000 words per minute, according to PR Daily. While the average, it falls within 400 to 800. Yeah, okay. So I wasn't crazy when I said 800. I thought I heard about 800. I can do 10,000. I can do so many. You don't even know, right? So I don't know if any of these things are true. Also, thinking is kind of a weird thing to relate to as words per minute. It's just an odd measurement, generally speaking. When I say that is that, how do you describe an image in your head? An image is worth 1,000 words. I think 1 to 3 images per minute. It just feels like a weird measurement, generally speaking, to measure something that's a combination of images and words, both spoken and unspoken. I know some of you don't have an inner monologue. Still freaks me out, okay? You are an actual NPC. But for those that have inner monologues and are normal humans, we think in images and we can hear ourselves talk and reason through problems. So it's both the slow process of hearing ourselves talk and the fast process of coming to inspiration. Like, how do you even think about inspirational things? You know how you're thinking about a problem, and then in a moment, it's almost like you are able to see the problem in a completely different light. It's like you don't even know how you got inspired. How many words per minute is an inspiration or an epiphany? 420. It's about 4:26:09.
The Master Forge is your tangible bridge to the digital world.
Oh, I
You can
love
adapt to any scenario, both outside and inside. The Master Forge comes standard with a built-in platinum camcorder engine core. We're setting a new bar in market-leading performance, featuring a plug-and-play driverless operating system and an embedded arsenal of intelligent capabilities you won't find anywhere else.
Anti-ghosting, routing style, HID keyboard schema, USB hub ports. Interesting driverless OS. I wonder if there is any problems when it comes to being hacked. I really don't want my char recorder to get hacked.
Current market-leading keyboards may provide you with a handful of customizable keys. But with the Master Forge, every combination of keys is
ASCII art.
customizable. That's more inputs at your fingertips than human beings on planet Earth. Why settle for the artificial?
say that again?
Keyboards
Sorry.
may provide you with a handful of customizable keys.
I got distracted by ASCII
With
art.
the Master Forge, every combination of keys is customizable. That's more inputs at your fingertips than human beings on planet Earth.
Oh, that makes sense because
Why settle?
there's 5 possible positions of a key: left, right, up, down, and depressed. And then there was what? 4 and 2, 4 and 2. So 12 plus 4 on this side, 16. So 16, 5 to the power of 16. I have no idea what that number is, but it's a very, very large number. But I guess you also don't have access. You only have 10 fingers. So there's only potentially so many different combinations.
For the artificial, when you are capable of supernatural intelligence. Whether you want to push the limits of the
By the way, you're only capable of natural intelligence. One's in line with both your ability to be connected to the keyboard, to see it as an extension of your own body, the rate in which your spinal cord refreshes, and your brain power. I hate to break this to you. You're probably average, like me.
impossible, to create what others believe unimaginable, to take your game to the next level, or to type at the speed of thought. Unlock the next level of human-computer
Dude,
interaction.
that is pretty sweet,
with the
by the way.
Master Forge.
See, like, I want that. I'm not going to lie to you. I want that.
Take your game to the next level, or to type at the speed of
I
thought.
want that. Look at that.
Unlock the next level of human-computer interaction with the Master Forge.
Hey Kickstarter. As many of you know, our company has deep roots in this community. We're excited to be back today, not just to launch a new product, but an entirely new product ecosystem. As much as our users have loved our first generation devices, this year we're taking things to a whole new level. We strive not only to establish new standards in human-computer interaction, but also new standards in transparency. That's why we post video updates every single week within our YouTube and Discord communities, where you can ping me or other team members at any time. So even if you're not able to back our campaign today, you can still join the conversation and help shape the future of Forge Keyboard. Dive into our free web-based learning tools and other open source projects on GitHub, build custom tools with our Open Serial API specification, or build custom bolt-ons with our Open Access CAD repo.
I do have to say that's pretty dang radical that they put every single part of their stuff open source effectively, and you can just build stuff. Very, very cool.
You can even build your own fully featured CCOS-powered device using the camcorder engine chip module. When we say that Forge is a keyboard built for you, we mean it. Just like you, Forge Keyboard has infinite potential inside and out, and there's no limit to how far we can take this together. Thanks so much for watching, and we can't wait to send the Master Forge to your door soon.
To be fair, he didn't realize he was going to be talking to Twitch, and so maybe he wouldn't have used the term infinitely capable. Perhaps maybe a less of an extensive one. I've always been very impressed by Charcorder. I think that they have Really cool stuff. The guy and I have talked many times about doing something together. I just have a lot of hesitations about taking the time to actually learn how to type on a char recorder. That's my biggest hesitation, is that when I switched from QWERTY to Dvorak, that was really, really hard. So to be able to go from just standard button input into little massagey pulsating input, I can find myself thinking this could be a struggle. It feels really difficult. Yeah, it took me months. Hold on. Tio. Are you actually, Dr. Millhouse, are you actually using a stenographer-styled input? Oh, months to learn Dvorak. I was like, damn, he's using one. How was it? Maybe a half an hour a day? No, that can't be right. It's really cool. It took a really long time. Has anyone actually here learned or used char recorder? I did use one. You did use one. Okay. I use a char recorder 1 as my main keyboard. No. Really? Yeah, I saw Strager did it. The quality was a little too low. Mine kept breaking. Okay, so the original char recorder was not as high quality. This next one looks really nice. He typed in 0.1 milliseconds. I had one borrowed and got to about 100 words per minute before I decided I didn't particularly enjoy using it over a custom keychron. Really? Did you not feel like you had even more potential to go up to like 200? Char recorder. Oh, it's pronounced char recorder. Okay, char recorder. I'm still learning char recorder. The advantage is that you're not forgetting QWERTY. This is actually, okay, so that is such an unsung bonus right here. So one thing that I found to be really shitty about learning Dvorak is now that I know Dvorak, it's really hard for me to become useful again on QWERTY. Like, I think it'd take me like 2 weeks of solid QWERTYing to be able to get back into it, which kind of sucks. I can't just go to someone's keyboard and use it. I'm like, right? Like, it's hard. If I were to type over here on this one here, I'll type on my QWERTY keyboard right here. Hey, how is it going today? There we go. Like, that's not good typing. Okay, that was sorta fast. See, not that, like, I'm not good at QWERTY anymore. Whereas on this one, it's just so much easier to go, that was sorta fast, right? It just feels easy to type and say. Not bad. Is there a better advantage to Dvorak? I switched there because of my wrist pain. Let's see, I'd rather enjoy typing than go ridiculously fast. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you just didn't like the process of it, even despite reaching the same level. Was it still a lot of mental overhead reaching that level? Interesting. You do anything about your wrists? I did worked out more. Dvorak, Kinesis. Kinesis was my largest jump in wrist pain reduction. That's why I have been using it for so long. I use the Moonlander in customized QWERTY. Yeah. Okay. Very cool though. This keyboard is actually super cool. I am excited to see where it goes, if it actually delivers, if the Masterforge actually comes out. Again, it just feels like such a commitment to learn that. I think has to be the hardest sell of this keyboard, isn't the fact that it looks like it's nice quality. In fact, it looks like it's amazing quality. The open source nature of it in almost every single way looks amazing. Love the fact that they have their own custom built case. It comes with all the things you really want to see in a keyboard. I think Kinesis could even learn from this. Having a nice case, despite it does increase the cost of the keyboard, I think is just such a nice experience. What's it called? Glove 80 does that. Glove 80 does this thing where they have this nice custom printed case, and I just think that it's really nice. It's just it just makes me feel like you put more care into it. Right, for those that don't know, I also tried this guy out. There's also another version of this. It's called it starts with the, Crazy Keyboard, right? Yeah, this thing. I got this crazy keypad to improve at PC games. I still suck. I'm gonna hit you guys with some knowledge. It's often not the keyboard that's your biggest problem, and it's never been. This thing's actually pretty cool because there's a button right here, button there, so you can kind of just right. It's pretty cool. What is this thing called? The Azeron Cyborg keyboard thing. Look at that. It even has a little joystick on it, which is actually pretty base to have a little joystick on there, because often movement in a game is really nice when it comes to a joystick, because you can subtly move to one side, which is an impossible movement on a keyboard. So the fact that it has a joystick plus keys gives you this really cool experience. Anywho, cool keyboard. Part of me would love to do that. Part of me would want to go forward and learn one of those keyboards. The amount of ads on that side is atrocious. Yeah, I've already talked about my opinions on ad block and why I don't personally have one. Now, I'm not telling you guys you should or should not have one. I am just very obvious why I don't have one. All right. Anyways, hey, the name is the Primogen.